The Queen alludes to insulting Harry in a new speech. It's humiliating. Hello friends, welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 with the most notable news of the day about the incompetent Harry. Queen Elizabeth II recently gave a remarkable public speech on the issue of global climate change. She gave many compliments on the activities of Prince Charles and Prince William. She said, "Climate change is threatening the lives and livelihoods of many people and communities, not least the poorest and those less able to adapt and adjust. I was interested to learn that the focus of your program at Lambeth Palace today is reflection and dialogue on the theme of the environment, a cause close to the heart of my late husband, and carried on by the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge." What is remarkable in this speech is that the Queen has completely ignored Harry's unremarkable activities. Experts said, Harry was too dim for the royal family. The Queen is slowly admitting that. Her speech made no mention of this traitor, even though he gave a controversial speech in America. Just a few weeks ago, the notorious traitor angered the American people by publicly criticizing American and world leaders. He mentioned the dangers of climate change and did not forget to blame the authorities. He said, "We're living through a pandemic that continues to ravage communities in every corner of the globe. Climate change wreaking havoc on our planet, with the most vulnerable suffering most of all." Before Harry's speech, the audience commented, "His statements are all cliché and non-contributive. Both he and Meghan are just trying to get media attention by rocking the world. They are of no use to society." Harry's speech left him horribly battered. Experts said, "Harry's statements always get him into trouble. Usually Harry just talks and doesn't act. That's his problem." Therefore, it is very understandable that the Queen did not mention Harry in her speech. Observers say the Queen's actions are a big rejection for Harry. She seems to be distancing herself from her beloved grandson. It is known that the act of combating climate change is a legacy of Prince Philip. It seems the Queen doesn't want Harry to ruin her husband's achievements. She has drawn the line between royal and Harry jobs. She finally accepted to get rid of this loving traitor. Harry was once suspected of indirectly killing Prince Philip. One source said, Harry and Meghan outraged the British royal family in March 2021 during their interview with Oprah. The allegations infuriated Prince Philip so much that he was hospitalized. Just a month later, he passed away. The royal audience said, "If I were queen, I would hate Harry. I would kick him and his wife and children out of the royal family immediately. They won't be allowed to visit the royal family again. Say no to olive branches and all other forms of bribery." Unfortunately, the Queen was too soft on Harry. She was always the one who suffered the most. On the issue of transformation, royal experts commented that the Queen, Prince Charles, and William are very serious about fighting global climate change. They are very active in community activities to be able to inherit the legacy from Philip. However, royal traitor Harry is trying to destroy it with his poor knowledge. What's more, he's also really not serious about the subject. Both he and Meghan are very superficial, taking advantage of the statement to gain the people's trust. This trick is too old. Many viewers agreed with this type of analysis. They say, Harry and Meghan won't do anything except getting paid publicly. They have a super big and stinky mouth. They often abuse it to gain the public's trust. That was a mistake. It seems Harry and Meghan have seen us as uneducated. Ridiculous. We have even more knowledge than them, enough to analyze the mistakes they're making. After this comment was made, many people exposed the series of crimes of Harry and Meghan to the world. One insider said, "To see what these hypocrites have done to fight climate change. They live in a $14 million, 16-bathroom mansion with his wife and 2 toddlers. They use private jets several times a year to travel across the pond, as well as across the United States. They use a special amount of water to keep his dump lush and green and his swimming full. He keeps his wife happy by buying her thousands of dollars worth of shoes and clothes that she wears once. I have no problem with rich people enjoying their rich lifestyle if you have the money. Just don't preach to us, and don't expect to be praised for your climate change efforts." Harry's deeds are admirable, aren't they? If he dared to blame the Queen for forgetting to praise him during his speech, then perhaps his body wouldn't have been intact for royal fans. The royal officials once said, "Harry was born a royal reserve, nothing more and nothing less. He always demanded recognition from the royal family and was always jealous of William. Look what he has done for humanity. Both he and Meghan are people who only know to enjoy and never sacrifice. I think they're really incompetent and greedy." The Queen once intended to forgive Harry and Meghan when she decided to send olive branches to them before her platinum ceremony. However, she has always had difficulty communicating with Harry. One courtier said, "Harry was so different in the Queen's eyes. She said that her grandson had completely turned into a different person. He is very thoughtful in every word." This past April, the treacherous couple visited the Queen while on their way to the Netherlands. Harry used his conversation with the Queen as a personal promotional tool in an interview with Today. He exaggerated the close relationship between him and the Queen, causing many people to shake their heads in disgust. One spectator commented, "It turns out that Harry and Meghan were visiting the royal family not because they were homesick, but to document their interview with Today. The Queen was horribly taken advantage of, making Prince Charles extremely angry. He quickly called a meeting to rule out the rap circus of these 2 traitors. Harry and Meghan really are scammers. Harry didn't even spare the 96-year-old grieving old woman." Many sources also accused Harry and Meghan of exploiting the Queen. After Harry's treatment of the Queen, she gradually realized that her grandson was a notorious traitor who could never be forgiven. Although the speech did not touch Harry, experts believe it contained a message that someone should not return here. What do you think of the Queen's cold speech on climate change? What do you think Harry's reaction will be when he learns that he's not recognized? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. We hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.